She found herself in a foreign land and she thought she would just continue with her career just as she was doing it here in Nairobi. But unfortunately, things did not turn that easy for her. So she was able to create a career game plan for herself. In this video, I have a very special guest, the author of the book, Creating Your Career Game Plan. She will share with us a guide on how you can be able to unlock your inner potential and optimize your opportunities. So without further ado, let's get started. Welcome to Daniel Mutuku Show, where I help professionals succeed in their careers. And if this is your first time here, I would like to ask you, please subscribe to my channel, press the bell button so you can get to know each and every time I release a new video. And welcome to the show, Colleta.
Thank you very much, Daniel. I'm grateful that you have me here today.
Now, for those people who don't know about you and this is their first time to hear about you, you can tell us who you are and what you do.
Well, my name is Colleta Macharia, and I am a life coach. And my main areas of focus are career and leadership coaching. I am also a trainer of critical skills, which are also commonly known as soft skills or 21st century skills. And I am an author of the book that Daniel mentioned. And I am a wife and mom of 2 boys.
I came to know you through a mutual friend. We were attending a book club, AM Book Club by Andrew Mutua, and you were talking about getting clarity, and then at the end of it, you were able to mention that you have done this book. So I bought the book, and it's quite a gem, I can say. So what was the inspiration to write the book, How to Design Your Career Game Plan?
Thank you, Daniel, for that question. My inspiration for writing that book came mainly from a need to support people who might find themselves facing a career dilemma. And that's because I faced a career dilemma. Like you said in your introduction, I found myself uprooted from my work, my career, and into a foreign land. And I had a rough time trying to figure out what to do, because I realized that the skills and the training that I had developed were not in demand at the time. And so I needed to figure out what else I could do to continue being relevant as a professional in that land, and of course to have that fulfillment. And so I found myself doing a few things and following a few steps, and just some of it a bit trial and error, and I found myself landing into a new career altogether, which I totally love. And then I started to help other people through coaching and a bit of training here and there. And it wasn't until last year, 2019, that I put all this together into a book, which is How to Design Your Career Game Plan.
I would also want to know, if someone gets the book and reads it, what would you say would be the main message or the main takeaway they will get from the book?
I would say, different people will take away different things because we are all unique, all right? But in terms of my objective and intention for things to take away would be, 1, you have a game. It doesn't matter who you are or where you are, you have a game. And it's very, very important for you to discover it. Self-awareness is really important, because what I say is that when it comes to your game, that's your gifts, your attributes, your motivation and experience, ignorance is not bliss. In fact, ignorance is your kryptonite, because your game is your superpower. So that would be the main takeaway. And then the other thing would be that game, once you find it, once you have that self-awareness, what do you do with it? You align it with the needs that are out there, with organizations, or with different industries or areas where you can play it, because every game needs a playground. And so you need to align it in such a way that you can play and play to win. And the other very important takeaway is that you need support when you are working your game plan. Nobody stands alone. We are made for community. We are made to support one another. And so just like this African proverb says, if you want to go fast, go alone. If you want to go far, go with others. And so just have a supportive community, a network, whether it's your peers, whether it's a mentor, whether it's, a coach, just ensure that you work with a supportive community so that you can actually work your game and also support other people in working theirs. So those are the main things that I would hope you would take away from this.
I must say, you are very good when it comes to coming up with acronym. I went through the book. GAME is an acronym. PLAN is also an acronym. Probably you can take us through the GAME bit. It's an acronym. What does it stand for, and what are some of the things that people can start thinking about when it comes to the game?
Right. Thanks, Daniel. So GAME is an acronym that stands for G stands for gifts. Every one of us has gifts that we have been endowed with. Some people call them talents. Others call them natural endowments. Others call them intelligences. And so each of us has those. So G is for gifts. A is for attributes. And attributes, I like to describe them as the fuel that fuels your gifts. And then M is for motivation. Why do you do what you do? What is it that you are looking for in a career? And then E is for experience. And when we talk about experience, it is all the experience that you've gained through work, through volunteering, serving on a board, or even exposure that you've had in different areas or different ways of living. And it also includes your education. So generally your experience is anything that you can call upon as I have done this, I know how to do this, because somewhere along the line it comes in handy.
So you create the game, you bring that to your awareness, then we have the plan.
Yes.
I don't want us to go so much into details about the plan. Just tell us, what does the plan stand for, the acronym, and if you want to know more about the plan, you better get a copy. We'll share with you how you can be able to get your copy. So what does the plan stand for?
Fantastic. So PLAN stands for playground, leverage, articulate, and nurture.
Let me pump in here for a minute and say, here at Career Point Solutions, we offer free CV review, and just the other day we started offering free career coaching sessions. And if you'd like to take advantage of this free service, head over to careerpoint.co.ke/CV review. There you'll get an opportunity to submit your CV for a free review. Then one of our career coaches will give you a call and discuss with you what are your career goals and how we can help you surpass the current challenges that you're facing. Again, head over to www.careerpoint.co.ke/CV review. Let's proceed with the interview. So if someone is in a dilemma, they don't know what to do with their career, either due to being laid off, or they just feel like they wouldn't want to follow through what they are doing. Things have changed, their passions, their values have changed, and they're in that space where they don't know what to do as their next step. What would be the advice that you would give to such a person?
Thanks once again, Daniel, for that beautiful question. So the first piece of advice I would give such a person is get yourself a copy of How to Design Your Career Game Plan, because therein you will also see stories of people who faced dilemmas and how did they get out of those dilemmas. So and obviously there is a lot of other write-up out there. Please just, in this era of having information at your fingertips, you can Google and also find other information that will be helpful. So buy yourself the book and then invest some time. Be very intentional in that process of self-awareness, of understanding what you have and understanding how you can align it and make use of it to impact your world and in a way that fulfills you. And then once you have embarked on that journey, get in touch with us and we will be able to also take you through a masterclass to just help you to continue that journey. It is a process, it is a marathon and not a sprint. And so along the line, if you want to play for fun, you may work alone. If you want to play to win championships, then you would need to work with a coach and with a team of people who support you and cheer you on. And so get in touch with us and we'll help you in all that.
So how can they get a copy of the book?
One way to get a copy of the book is go to my website, www.colletamacharia.com, and there is a page dedicated to the book. It will give you lots of information. The other is to go to www.rafu.com/how to design your career game plan, and you'll be able to order yourself a copy.
I also understand that it is on Nuria.
Yes, Daniel, the book is on Nuria.
In the description of this video, we'll drop a link on all these places where you can be able to get yourself a copy. So if someone wants to get in touch with you, how do they do that?
You can get in touch with me at colleta@colletamacharia.com. That's my email address. And you can also write, if you want to write specifically about your career or about game plan, we have an address, gameplan@cogentafrique.com.
We'll leave all that detail in the description. Also, take a look at this other video on how to write your professional CV. Make sure that you like also this video, leave a comment, and as we crown it up, what would you say are your parting shot?
My parting shot is that if there was ever a time when we needed to be versatile, it is now. I think the corona pandemic has taught us that we need to be able to turn ourselves or turn our hands and our minds into doing different things. We need to be adaptable. And we can only be adaptable if we are also versatile. How do you bring out your versatility? It is by understanding who you are and what you have and the many different things that you can do. Take, for example, the numbers 0 to 9. They are just few numbers. But when you combine them, when you multiply them, when you square them, you can get a lot of numbers, all right? So using what you have, you're able to combine it, multiply it, and do lots of other things. Think about the staff of Moses. It was just a staff. He could use it to support himself while walking. It was the same staff that he used with the magicians, and it turned into a snake. The same staff that he used to part the Red Sea. It was versatile. So what you have, you can turn into different things. Do not be afraid to explore yourself. The second thing I would say is that, we are advised to follow our passion, and I think that's great advice. I would add to that, follow your mission. Follow your mission. Every company has a mission statement, and a company is an artificial person. How much more the natural person? So please find what your mission is and follow it. And finally, I would like to say, as Jeff Bezos says, do not be proud of your gifts. Be proud of your choices, because your gifts are given to you, but the choices are the ones you make. And I hope that today you're going to make one of the best choices you can ever make for yourself, and that is to develop your own game plan. Thank you very much.
Thank you. And it was great having you.
Thank you, Daniel. Thanks for having me.
See you in our next video. I'm out.